Hi, it's Jürgen again, as if you didn't know that already. I'm glad to be back with you. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was building assets. I think now, given that there's a lot more time on my hands because I'm not commuting to and from customers, I'm talking to them on the phone or online. So, all that extra time that I normally would be spending commuting so that I can see them in person and work with them in person, I'm using that time to build assets. So, what do I mean by assets? Things like training programs, things like this daily video program, which I'm turning into a private podcast series. So, I'll let you know later on how you can subscribe to that as a podcast. And for me, I thought, well, the idea of saying, well, what can I do is probably the wrong question. It's really what can I create and what can I build that's going to add value to my audience, to my community, and to my clients, and ultimately help them moving forward and continuing to grow their business. And of course, as I do that, I'm creating assets for myself that have some value. So, products for the future will be paid products, obviously, and the content that I'm producing is going to be marketing assets that I can use to market my business, market myself, and market those products. So this daily video challenge is one of the assets I'm creating. It's testing my ability to go on video and to talk off a bullet list, which I do have in front of me here, but it's just a bullet list, and I'm trying to get more and more off the cuff and speak naturally. I'm turning this into a private podcast, as I mentioned, and exploring the idea of a private podcast as a means to later on deliver paid products and webinars to my audience. So stay tuned for more information on that. As I learn more about that, I will definitely share that with you. Now, one of the things in terms of producing content, getting on video, getting on podcasts and talking in front of a camera, in front of a microphone, is the fear of actually getting started with it. And I have that fear as well. It's not that I'm here to tell you, here's how to overcome it. It's something that we all face. One of the things that helps me a lot is thinking about you, because hopefully I'm delivering some value to you, and thinking about you and the value that I have that I can deliver to you. I have a responsibility to actually share that with you. And so it doesn't become about me. Now, of course, deep down, I still have this belief that I've got to be really good to come on here and share this information with you so that you listen to me. But the key thing, and somebody said, and I really like this, is you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to become great. I really love that. So getting started is key here, and I'm now underway. I'm in my second week of the daily videos. The other one I heard recently, and I thought that's great. I love that, and it came from the singer-songwriter Bill Withers, and he said, "On your way to greatness, you're going to have to pass through all right." So I'm probably in the okay stage, but hopefully I'll continue to improve. The webinars that I mentioned that we're going to do. So this Friday coming up, I'll be doing a webinar on being a podcast guest, and also I'll leave plenty of time for podcasting Q&A, answering any questions you might have on podcasting. Now, in these days when most of us around the world are in social isolation and various levels of home detention, effectively, to halt the spread of this coronavirus, we don't have the ability to go out and do presentations to groups, and a lot of our marketing has in the past used that as a technique. So going out to events, speaking, networking, etc. Getting on people's podcasts, which you can do through a remote interview, is a really good way to kind of continue to do that, to build relationships, to get in front of different audiences and present your message. So while we can't get out in person and get on stages in person, there are virtual stages that are still available to us, and getting on people's podcasts as a guest is a wonderful way to do that. I know from my own and Overbuzz podcast, we have lots of guests come on there. We've got bookings right out till the end of May, into June, and it's a wonderful opportunity for me as the podcast host to showcase people with fabulous experience and insights to my audience. And of course, for the guests, it's a great way for them to get on stage effectively in front of my audience, a new audience to them. So being a podcast guest is a really good way to effectively get your message out in front of a new audience, and you can do that virtually even in this day of social isolation. So I'll put the link to the webinar registration page in the notes below the video, or if you're watching this on social media, I'll have it in the comments. Go ahead and register there. It's free. And if you register and are unable to make it live because of time zones or whatever, then there will be a recording available, but you must register to get the recording. So that's all for today. If you want to chat to me and have a quick conversation just to shoot the breeze, let me know how you're going, connect with somebody outside your four walls, then just schedule a call at innovabiz.co/quick call, and we'll shoot the breeze, have a virtual cup of coffee, whatever your choice. And if you have any questions around podcasting, we can deal with them there, or come on the webinar. That will be wonderful, and I look forward to seeing you there. So have a wonderful day, keep safe, and keep being awesome. Bye.